So I guess the story of the tall brow 8 actually begins with me. I hunted a lot this year, and we hunted really hard, and there was one day Dylan and I were out, and I had a very good encounter with the target buck that we called Boomer, and immediately after that, maybe like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, we had another great encounter with the tall brow 8. It was crazy, and he was right in bow range.
Hey everyone, it's November 7th. Dylan and I set up in a stand across the timber from where we are right now. We set up there this morning, had 2 encounters with small bucks, and decided to get down around 10 or 10:30 to move locations. We carried the tree stands through the timber, just got up here. Dylan got them all set up, and we were getting our bows hung up and getting everything situated for the set tonight, and my bag fell off my tree stand, so I went down to get it. While I was down there, Dylan yelled at me to stop and don't move. There was a doe about 50 yards away that he was watching, and soon after that he saw our big 8 following her. I was getting ready to shoot it on the ground if I had to, but they didn't ever come in for a shot. They took off together. He followed her down the ravine, but I think they're probably still kind of close by. Hopefully he'll come out and give us a shot at him, or if not, maybe someone else will cross our path. Stay tuned. Is it a nice buck?
Yeah, it is a really nice buck.
What?
It is a really nice buck, yeah. Like the call when he walks out. I think he's a 3. He could be a 2. Figure anything have a shot, right? I'm gonna have to go on the other side of the tree. Okay. Okay, I'm on him whenever, Morgan. Draw, 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 draw. You got him. You got him? Matt? He's out 21 yards. Just give it a second. I might get him to breathe this deer. Just relax.
So the story of the Tall Brow 8 does not end there. Next week we have our really good friend Carl Jensen come down. Usually Carl comes down to do some predator hunting and waterfowl hunting. And this next week he's going to come to help film me and hopefully maybe get him his first bow buck.
So a couple days later, I'm down for deer camp, gonna film Morgan, but she's got to take kids in for daycare every morning, so she won't be able to hunt in the morning. So I decided to go climb up in the tree stand till she gets a chance to come out and hunt. Sitting over the standing beans, waiting for her to tell me she's ready to go. Lo and behold, the Tall Brow 8 shows up. Unfortunately, had the wrong shotgun mic in for this camera, so I have no audio whatsoever. And as he's working his way down the beans, I'm getting the camera locked in, get the pin settled, 30 yards, let it fly. I knew his front shoulder was a little back, so it was gonna be a shot was gonna be a little further back. Pretty positive it was a liver shot. As he was running off, you could see the arrow sticking out. Not a whole lot of penetration, but that NAP kill zone max, I knew 2 3/8 cutting diameter. I'm pretty positive if we gave him a chance to die, we could find him. So climbed down out of the tree stand, got a hold of Morgan, told her what happened. Ended up calling Dylan, waited a few hours, and followed blood all the way through the bean field. Got all the way to the driveway and onto the neighbor's ground, and with permission we went out into there and followed blood. Not bad blood, but pretty good. And it ended up going right to the edge of a pond. There's a little bit of grass out 3 feet offshore, and that was the last speck of blood we could find. We followed him down this hill, got right to water's edge, and it doesn't look like he went for a swim. It looks like he doubled back, coming right back up the same spot. So we called another buddy, Jason Gibson. He comes out, follows the same blood. We decide to circle the pond, look for blood anywhere around it. Nothing. So Jason Gibson goes, I think he's at the bottom of the pond. I looked at him and was like, you're crazy. There's no way. So we decided to ask the landowner if he cared if we searched the entire ground, just in case that deer slipped into the pond, cooled down, and slipped back out, washed the blood off so we stopped dripping. So as we were walking around, we're just checking every little spot that we could think of, all the CRP, all the timber, everything. We're not finding anything at all. So we decided to back out, call it a night, just to make Jason happy. The next day, after everybody got off work, after the rain stopped, we'd go back out to that pond just to see if there was anything there. And lo and behold, that deer was floating with that arrow still sticking out. That luminance was still glowing green. I was just in awe that that deer was floating. I called Jason right away. I called Dylan. I called Billy. I called Morgan. Got everybody surrounded. You know, I couldn't believe it. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like this. If it wasn't for that camera to show me that this has happened, I don't think anybody would ever believe me. But with that, I'd like to thank Billy and Morgan for inviting me down, Team NXG for letting me bring you the story. I hope you guys enjoyed it.